Hey there, my name is Panyia, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you guys can do today to help bring in more customers to your business and have them be able to find you guys online if they don't already know who you guys are. So most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, it's simple. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hire someone is that they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So I found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of these local business owners reaching out and saying, I like you, Panyia. Please do this for us. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you see that I have a lot of tricks on my sleeve that can help with your business, shoot me an email or a call and we can definitely chat. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take this information and do them yourself, that works for me as well. So now, let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of yours or my time. So before I get started with the first 3 things I want to talk to you guys about, I do want to let you guys know that your website is not secured, and with a website that's not secured, this can really hurt your trust with Google and as well as your SEO ranking and your conversions, because unsecure website puts data that are entered into your website at risk for hacker to hack into. So the first thing I would recommend you guys to do is definitely to make sure that your website is secure. So the first thing I want to talk about is content. So everything you see me highlighting here, all of these are considered, and I'm so sorry about that, that's my puppy, all of these are considered content. And content is basically what Google uses in order to understand what it is that you guys do and the service that you guys provide in order to drive the right traffic to your website. And most business owners know that they need content. However, what they don't know is that the average length of the #1 result on Google for remodeling companies is at least 1,500 to 2,400 words. So for you to show up at the top of Google, you need at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. And when we talk about content, it's not just what's on the surface of your website, but also what's behind it. For example, if we save this photo right here, we can see that this is what it's saved as, and this is actually what Google is reading as well. And from the looks of it, it doesn't look like you guys are including any of the keywords that people are searching onto Google hidden into your images. So this is definitely something I would recommend you guys to do to help with your content. So the next thing I did was I copy and paste your content into this word counter, and as we can see, you guys have about 232 words, which is not a lot compared to your competitor, because if we look at one of your top competitor, America's Advantage Remodeling, what I did was I also copy and paste their content to this word counter, and as we can see, they have about 2,100 words. So we can definitely get you guys up there, if not add even more content to beat out your competitor. So the next thing I did was I went to this tool I use called Ahrefs. This is a super cool tool to use because it lets me see behind the scene of what is happening behind a website. So when I put your website into this tool, we can see here that you guys are not ranking for any keywords, therefore it's driving you in zero traffic. And if we look at your competitors, we can see here that they are ranking for 3K in keywords, and that's driving in 707 in traffic. And if we look at the keywords that they are ranking for, we can see that they're ranking for their name, but they're also ranking for these high intent keywords like bathroom remodel Roseville, kitchen remodeling Sacramento, because these keywords itself is driving in a total of 90 and 350 in search volume to which you guys are missing out on because you're not ranking for these type of keywords. So we definitely want to go into your website and start including these type of keywords into your website. That way you're able to drive in these traffic to your website. So the next thing I want to go over is citation. So I went to Google and type in kitchen remodel Vacaville, California. Usually, the first thing we're going to see is the sponsor and ad section. This is the section where businesses are paying Google to be up on. However, study does show that ads are only semi-effective and can definitely become a money pit if the ads are effective. And then this area, this is where citation matter most. So this area is called the Google Map Hack, or the maps. This is where 40% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get into the top 3 of the maps, you need citation. So citation is basically your business name, address, and phone number listed through various directories such as Yelp, Yellow Book, White Book, local pages, and even Facebook have an area where you can submit citation. So the more citation you have, the more relevant you are to Google, and the more likely Google will rank you to the top 3 of the maps. And then this is the third and last thing I want to talk about. So this is the organic section. This is where 60% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get here, you need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, but in Google eyes, this is a passing authority. So the more relative the site, the more valuable the link. However, not all links are created equally. So let me give you an example. Since one of the services you provide is kitchen remodeling, if you have another website that also provides that service linking back to you, that would be more effective in giving you authority than, let's say, Pizza Hut linking back to you, because hey, you guys don't sell pizza for a living, right? So that would not be so good for your website. So if we go back to this tool that I use, we can see here that you guys have 0 backlinks going back to your website. And if we look at your competitors, we can see that they have about 1.5k backlinks going back to the website. And something that we can definitely do is we can actually go ahead and take all of the good links that they have and go after them for your own website, as well as adding even more relative and powerful links for your website to beat out your competitor. And something I want to point out to you is the spam links, and these are basically the Pizza Hut link that you would not want for your website. So if you do eventually get the spam link, we definitely want to go in and remove, because this can definitely hurt your ranking. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Once again, we went over content, making sure your front page have at least 1,500 words. Citation, you want to have more citation than your competitor to beat them and get pushed to the top of the map. And backlinks, you need more relative site pointing back to you guys to show Google that you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can definitely be #1 across Google. And yeah, you guys can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 916-382-2906. Once again, my name is Panyia and my number is 916-382-2906. If not, no worries, but I will leave some feedback on this video. Yeah, I look forward to hearing back from you, and have a great day.